All right, here we go. Chris, welcome to Tough Teams. I'm stoked that I get to interview you guys for some reason. Um, you want to start off by just telling us who you are, what you do here, where you're from, that kind of thing.
Yeah, my name is Chris Alarcon. I'm a PPC strategist at Tuff. I'm so used to saying the one because that's how it was for a little bit, but now we've got a great team. Um, yeah, PPC strategist, just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And that's
That actually goes to my first question. So, you've helped build this team from the ground up. The team used to be a one-man show, just you. Not that long ago, 12 to 18 months ago, is pretty much just you solo. Um, what were some of those roadblocks kind of building that team in the beginning from nothing? And then maybe some of the advantages now that you have a couple people to work with.
Yeah, I think the one of the big roadblocks was really the reason that you said, where it was just me doing PPC for a while, and then having new people come in to join the PPC team, and then trying to make it so it's not just like this is how Chris has always done things, so it has to be this way. Um, and like not having like really kind of processes or any kind of foundation down, because it was literally just like, hey, this is how I do PPC. So all of our PPC accounts, I was just doing
Right.
them. And then when it came time to actually grow, and we needed to add more team members, having to think about that, and not just like wanting people to do everything the same way that I do it. And that turned out to be the biggest strength, really, was me learning so much from everybody who's come aboard. And we all are able to kind of collaborate and share ideas and grow together. So it's not just the results of one brain, but many brains.
Yeah, I mean it's been really cool to be able to bounce things off each other. I was kind of alone in my previous job, so
Yeah,
yeah, no, I
yeah.
definitely understand. Um, so you are Tufts resident soccer coach. I think you're the only coach on the whole team, which I feel like we should call you coach at this point, but that's maybe a different conversation. How did you get into coaching, and what were some of the highlights of last year? I feel like I know a couple of the highlights, but shoot them at me.
Yeah. So how I got into coaching, I played soccer in high school, and then after that, I was just like, well, didn't really have much interest, to be involved in it beyond that. But I've always watched just an enormous amount of soccer every weekend. It's my favorite sport, my favorite thing to watch. Really, the only sport I watch. And I just started really finding some things that I was learning along the way, and I thought maybe I could be of use and help out. And I wanted to do something where I was volunteering for a bit, because I just, had a lot of time after work and just wanted to do something local that I could, hopefully make an impact for some people.
Right.
And I had a friend who I had known for a few years, but hadn't spoke to in a few years. But we still followed each other on Instagram, and he had been posting stories of the tournaments that he was going to as a soccer coach for a local travel club. And I just so happened to run into him actually watching a soccer game at a bar in Nashville. And I asked him about it, and he was like, "Well, if you want to be a coach, I'll ask the club director." So that's how it happened. And I was just like, this is an opportunity that I thought I had always wanted to try out. And when it kind of appeared, I was like, well, if there was ever a time to go for it, I guess it's now. So yeah, that's it. And you can see behind the piano, there's a little tactical board that I made with magnets for like soccer positioning and stuff. So I'm just learning a ton of stuff. The highlights have been personally just learning so much about the game and being able to teach it to really talented kids. And my first team did really well. And we got medals at 2 to 3 of the tournaments that we went to.
Awesome.
And we finished the season without a loss in the last 10 games. So it was really exciting to see them progress as they did. And then, yeah, just happen now I'll have the same team here. And starting next month, we'll go back to training again for the spring season.
I mean, that's a pretty solid first season, especially like falling into it. I feel like that's the best things that has come about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was so
Yeah.
nervous, but I was like, I was telling my wife for a while that, hey, I think I could be a soccer coach. I think I know enough to at least start. of obviously when I got in there, I learned all the things that I didn't know or didn't ever
Right.
think, didn't ever think about that I would need to know.
Yeah.
But that's what's so fun is just learning so much, and then being able to do it with at a high level with the club that I'm at that is really competitive. It's been really fun.
Mhm. So how, besides outside of work here, how did you fall into the PPC realm? I feel like everybody finds their own path to different niches in marketing. I'm curious how you fell into this one, and then what are some of the things that have changed over the couple of years you've been doing it? I feel like things change almost on a monthly basis. So
Yeah, so I was, right after college, I was just I went to college for marketing, and really started falling in love with marketing in like high school and was doing like all marketing classes there. So when it came time to pick a major in college, I was like, okay, it's just gonna be marketing. And
mhm,
then afterwards, when I graduated, I just had like a kind of like marketing coordinator job, and I kind of realized that I needed to find something more specialized, that would allow me to grow and not just be like, well, I just have to take whatever marketing job is there. I just wanted to learn like an actual skill. And I saw a job that interested me, that was looking for a digital marketing, like specialist or something like that. I can't remember the exact thing, but I just applied and got the job. And when I started, there was a consultant there who was running the Google Ads, who had been like a Google Ads expert for many years, and I just trained under him, for a while. And
mhm.
then when his contract was over with the company, I took over PPC, and this was probably 5 or 6 years ago now.
Okay.
And from then, I just kept staying in PPC because I really liked it. I also, dabbled in like social and SEO
Right.
and content, but I never really loved any of those. I like PPC more because you can make kind of a quick impact really quickly with, getting campaigns up and launching them and seeing the clicks roll in and analyzing the
Yeah.
data, I think is the most fun.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Um, so this one's kind of like the first question, but you were one of the first employees at Tuff, and I'm curious of your vantage point, like riding shotgun, going from three, four, five employees uh,
Mhm.
to 25. I think we're at now. I feel like I keep on losing track. Um, just what has that ride been like? Pretty much riding shotgun with Ellen and company.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think it's been really, thoughtful the whole way.
Hmm.
So it's never felt like there was too much at once or everything was kind of rushing in. I never felt that I was like completely stretched, which is one thing that is so great. It's just everybody making sure that everybody's doing okay and not being, tied down working so much. So it was really comfortable from that standpoint where, the growth happened really naturally and it felt, right every time we needed to grow. And yeah, now just having so many, additional teammates, I think has been actually so fun because you meet so many new people and so many new ideas, and um, everybody has brought something that has contributed to the overall growth of the company. So it's been, I think, just super thoughtful the way it's been done. So it's been really easy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so nice that nothing's rushed, nothing's forced. Like the growth is there because it needs to be.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so last one, a little bit of a curveball. I know you're a fellow avid music listener. Um, what are I need three artists that you listen to while you're doing all things PPC throughout the day.
Okay, so that's my favorite band, which I listen to all the time, is Block Party. So
Okay,
some indie rock stuff. Outside of that, I really like a guy called The Streets. I don't know if you've ever heard him.
I haven't know.
Another English guy, or another English artist. You can probably hear my dog barking down there now.
He's
Somebody's
singing.
bored. Yeah. And then third, while I'm working, I don't know. That's a really good question. Third. Oh, the Killers. I really like the Killers.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, awesome. I'll have to check out those other two. I know the Killers, of course. Um,
Nice. Yeah.
but that's all I got. Thanks for doing this. This is a pleasure.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Jesse. Been very fun.
All right, sweet.